The National Lottery Daily Play live draw has found its home on Challenge, tonight at 9.
Classic Who Wants to Be a Millionaire at 5 to 8. Then at 9 o'clock, the National Lottery Daily Play live draw. But now, here's Monkhouse with Celebrity Squares.
From Coronation Street, it's Ken Morley. From the world of comedy, Duncan Norvell. Master Magician, Wayne Dobson. Heidi High, it's Ruth Maddock. Cuddly Comedian, Dave Lee. King of Quips, Ted Rogers. Actress and presenter, Floella Benjamin. May I Kiss You, Kim Hartman. And game show host, Ross King. They're all here to play New Celebrity Squares. And here's the star master of the big box game, Bob Monkhouse.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Right away, I want to read you an article in today's paper. I saw this is by a psychologist, and I quote, "Most TV quizmasters are so ignorant they cannot understand a simple, direct statement." What the hell does he mean by that? Who cares? Hello, celebrities! Ah, it's great to see you all there shimmering. Me, 9 entertainers, and only 5 getaway cars. I don't like the odds, folks. We have 2 super players to place new Celebrity Squares today. Right over here, the lady who won the toss, playing the nought today. Tell our celebrities all about yourself, Kathy.
Good evening, celebrities. My name's Kathy Savage. I'm 26, from Charlton in London, and I'm a charity administrator.
Have you worked for charity for long?
No, 3 months.
Only 3 months?
Only 3 months, yeah.
I worked for charity for 5 years, and I left the BBC and came back. That's Kathy Savage, ladies and gentlemen. She's nice. Playing the cross is Paul over here. Tell our stars about yourself, Paul.
Hi, stars. My name's Paul Walmsley-Lycett. I come from Rugeley in Staffordshire. I'm 30 years old, married to Sarah, and I'm a computer trainee.
Oh, we've got a supercomputer here at Central Television. Does the work of 10 executives or 1 secretary. Well, now, that's for you. That applause is for you, Paul. It's your applause, not for the joke. Have a nose. The object of our players is to get 3 squares in a row, up and down like this. Ooh, or across like this. Or diagonally in a slant. Or any 5 squares. All our questions have been carefully confected to get the best out of our celebrities. It's up to our players to decide whether each celebrity is giving a correct answer or just making one up. That's how they win the squares, worth £10 each on the first round, and a completed game is worth £50 bonus to the completer. And it's the person with the most dosh at the end of this do who gets to pick from the Monkhouse Motor Show.
A fuel-injected Mini, a 4x4 Sports, a Cabriolet, a 1600cc saloon, and this 2-litre coupe.
Yeah, well, they wouldn't be up on that rack if they weren't being repaired. Now, you won the toss. The ladies always seem to. Would you care to pick a star?
I'll have Ted Rogers, please.
Will you, indeed? You'll wait till after the show. Ted, you're the greatest stand-up comedian in the world, in my opinion. You're just the best.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you. It's very, very kind of you to say so. I wish I could say the same of you.
Well, you could if you were as big a liar as I am, Ted. We arranged that between us.
I didn't mean it.
Ted, here's your first question. Which of our prime ministers used to tour the streets of London trying to save fallen women?
John Major. He was trying to save as many as he could for Cecil Parkinson.
Poor old Parky.
Yeah. Which one was it? Yeah. I'll go for Disraeli.
Disraeli, what do you think, Kathy?
I disagree.
You're right to disagree. It was Gladstone, and Circle wins the square, plus your very first £10 of the game. Well played, Kathy. Let's get £10 to you, Paul. Pick a star.
Ken Morley.
Ken Morley, right to the centre there. What a rare sight it is, Ken, to see a supermarket manager on a shelf. Ken Morley, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. On average, Ken, how much does your liver weigh?
Twice as much as me onions, I would say.
Well, you know the weight of your onions. I'll give you a choice. More or less than £3, Ken?
I would say less.
Less than £3, can't you?
Disagree.
You disagree? Up to £4 is correct. Cross gets the square, you win £10. Where are you going to go with the next north?
Duncan Norvell, please.
You're going to Duncan Norvell. Hello, Duncan.
Hello, Bob.
Seriously.
I wonder if I can get out of here.
How's everything going well for you in the business?
Yeah, I'm working now.
And you're going to do... Is it true you're doing a revival of that musical, Oliver?
We're actually just discussing it at the moment.
Really? You'll make a wonderful Nancy. Here is your first question. When attacked, how does an octopus defend itself, Duncan?
I think it probably grabs you by the tentacles. No, actually, I think it'll probably actually grab you, then bite you.
Drags you down, bites you.
I disagree.
It squirts a cloud of inky liquid to cover its escape. You're right to disagree. North gets the square. You win the square. Here's your second £10, Kathy. Bing.
Bob, I'd like Ruth Maddock, please.
Ruth Maddock to block that line of noughts forming across the bottom of the game board. Ruth, Heidi-hi.
Hoody-ho, Bob.
Hoody-ho, Heidi-hi. Glad you're here. I'd hate to host a show that's ruthless. Here's your first question. There is a nerve in your body, Ruth. It's called the exciter. Is it in your head, your back, or your foot? The exciter.
Oh, I'm not telling you, Bob. You have to search me first. No, let me see now. Reflexology, I'd say it was in the foot.
In the foot, says Ruth.
I disagree.
It's a spinal nerve in your back. You're right to disagree. X gets the square. Another £10 brings you up to £20, I fancy. Kathy.
Dave Lee, please.
You're going to Dave Lee. Welcome, Dave. Lovely to see you. Oh, some men are built like Greek gods. You're built like a Greek restaurant. Maybe we've got a word of Greek origin. Dave, you are mendacious. Does that mean you're gullible or untruthful?
Mendacious. Well, I'm certainly gullible. I once paid 50 quid for the autograph of the unknown soldier. Mendacious.
Mendacious. Is it gullible?
Gullible.
Gullible.
I disagree.
It means you're lying or untruthful. You're right to disagree with Dave. North gets the square, and you're up to £30 like this.
Ross King.
Ross King, welcome to the world of early morning quiz shows. Did you like getting up early in the morning to do a quiz show, Ross?
Yeah, I love it, yeah.
Do you really? I hate those early morning quizzes. Where have you been all night? What have you done with your trousers? Travel. Is Yasu Naftika a town in Crete, a Turkish fish dish, or the Greek for hello sailor?
Kalimera, Kalispera, Kalinikta, Efaristo, Parakalo.
Wow. That's impressive.
I think I've just asked Ruth Maddock out for a date in Welsh, but no. No, it's got to be hello sailor.
What do you say?
I disagree.
It's the Greek for hello sailor. Oh, wrong to disagree. Zero gets the square. The nought goes in there. No money is won on Ross's square.
Can I have Floella, please?
I think you'll go to Floella. It's good playing. You're trying to complete a winning line right up the right-hand side of the game board. Floella, it's a lovely name. What does it mean?
Oh, thank you, Bob. Actually, my father gave me that name, and Flo means flower, Ella means all, so Floella means best of all the flowers.
That's beautiful.
And in fact, a lot of my friends call me Flower Petal.
I'll remember that. Coincidentally, I call my wife Flower. I don't know why. She has no home pride whatsoever. Oh. Here's your question, Floella. Flower Petal.
Thank you, darling.
You have just found Anna Ford and Sue Lawley in the same bed as Jimmy Savile and Jeff Boycott. Just imagine that.
Yes.
Are they roses, pinks, or carnations?
Well, with a lineup like that, they're certainly not pansies, are they?
No.
Let me think. I think Boycott's the clue here. Boycott, Yorkshire, Rose. People are named after roses, aren't they? Oh, no, roses are named after people. I go for roses.
There's a £10 square and a £50 bonus depending on a correct answer to this. What do you say, Kathy?
I agree.
You think they are roses? There are varieties of roses. You've just won this round of the game. Well played. Well played, celebrities. One of our stars is sitting in the secret square, ladies and gentlemen. For this round of the game only, look and see. We can't look and see because it's just for you at home to see the star in the secret square. But we do know what the secret square prize is, don't we?
It's across to the Emerald Isle for a weekend break at this magnificent Irish castle.
First chance to pick the secret square star goes to Paul Walmsley Lycett. It's an 8-to-1 chance. Who do you think's the secret square star?
Ruth Maddock.
Well, it's not Ruth. She's a star indeed, but it's not her. Ruthie, the theme tune from this 70s film was called Where Do I Begin? Was the film The Godfather? Where do I begin?
No. No, it was the Virgin Soldiers. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was Love Story.
So it wasn't The Godfather?
I agree.
Yes, you're right to agree. Cross gets the square. £10 bonus for you. Go up on your... Now you have £30, I fancy. Kathy.
Can I have Wayne Dobson, please?
Wayne Dobson, yes, Wayne. Oh, you found it, the city. Oh, that wonderful holiday at the castle in Ireland. Touring there will be beautiful for you. Wayne, this is your question. Yep. Powdered rhino horn.
Yes.
It's widely believed to be an aphrodisiac, Wayne. You know all about that. Has it ever been proved to have any physical sexual effect?
I think the pill form actually does, because I actually took a powdered rhino horn pill, and it got stuck in my throat, and I had a stiff neck all day. So No, I disagree. I don't think it's ever been proved.
I agree with Wayne.
It has never been proved to have any sexual effect. You're correct. And your 0 goes in there, the 0 gets the square, and £10 is one, bring you to £90. But most important, you have won yourself a marvellous touring holiday in Ireland and a visit to one of their beautiful castles. Congratulations. I'll put that right there. Have you ever been to Ireland? Oh, you'll love it. Be very careful when you're in Ireland. I kissed the Blarney Stone and got a cold sore. Pick a star.
Ted Rogers.
Ted Rogers. Teddy, quotations. Was it George Bernard Shaw who said, "To travel hopefully is a better thing than to arrive"?
No, that was the chairman of British Rail.
Probably, yes.
They've got a new thing at Waterloo Station now on the front of the trains. The number on the front is the date. I don't know.
I believe that.
I don't know whether he said that, Bob. I have a feeling... I have a feeling that was Mark Twain.
So you think it was not George Bernard Shaw?
That's
That's the main point. You don't have to agree that it's Mark Twain, but you agree that it's not George Bernard Shaw.
Yes, I agree.
Well, since it was, in fact, Robert Louis Stevenson, you're right to... yeah, you're right to agree that it wasn't. Now, Cross gets the square there, and Paul gets £10. I think I know where you're going to go next.
Duncan, please.
Yes, to Duncan, to try and block that winning line of crosses across the bottom of the game board. Duncan, with which Australian city is Batman connected? Melbourne or Sydney? Batman.
I don't know Melbourne, but I know Sydney. I don't know. I think if I was going to chase him, I think I would say he jilted Robin and went back to Sydney, I would say.
I agree.
John Batman founded the city of Melbourne. You're wrong to agree, but we cannot put your cross into Duncan Norvell's square. This is game point. If you want to cross in that square, you must do it yourself.
Duncan Norvell, please.
Certainly. We're back to you, Duncan. In which year did the long-running TV series Come Dancing first appear? Was it in 1950 or 1951?
Cool. I weren't born then. You're better off asking the lady on the front row. I'm sorry.
But you've done some dancing.
I would say...
You've done the Gay Gordons. You've done a bit of dancing in your time.
Thanks very much, Bob. I would say probably 1951.
1951.
I'll disagree.
On the 29th of September, 1950, you're right to disagree. You've won this round of the game and a £50 bonus. Well played. You can see what's happening here. We have completely level pegging. The ton plays the ton. In order to make sure we have a winner for one of those magnificent motor cars, we're going to double the dough in the second half of New Celebrity Squares. Join us for that. Yes, welcome back to the show that's full of stars and cars. Right now, you can see the situation. £100 plays £100. Kathy, you have £100 to your credit. It's tax-free. You're going to add to that, I'm sure. You come from Charlton. You're a charity administrator. Tell us more about yourself. What about hobbies? What do you do for fun?
I swim and I also knit.
You swim and you knit? Mm-hmm. Did you find the wool gets soggy when you do that?
Sometimes.
Yeah, and that takes up your time, and as you said, you've been working. What charity do you work for?
Christchurch Forum in Greenwich.
Well, that's a wonderful outfit to support. Don't you find it hard to raise funds these days?
It is very hard work.
Oh, very, very difficult. Well, people, of course, have to be careful with their own money.
That's right.
But they're always generous. The British public are wonderful in that way.
They certainly are, yes.
I support the Noise Abatement Society, and we go around with collecting tins, but we're not allowed to rattle them. You're playing £100 over here with Paul Walmsley Lycett. You come from Rugeley. Tell the celebrities all about your family.
My wife, as I said earlier on, is called Sarah, and we have a little boy named Joshua Zico Walmsley Lycett. Named after the
Just a second, that sounds like the Brazilian football team's back four. There is a Zico in there.
Yes, I play a lot of football myself. And my favourite footballer was the Brazilian star Zico. And the wife agreed not to call it the first name, called it the second name, so she agreed Joshua Zico. So.
Josh is nice, isn't
it?
Josh is very nice. I don't know much about football. I didn't know about Zico. I know nothing. I thought for years I thought no-score draws were what my first wife used to wear in bed. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we double the dough. That means that every square is now worth not £10 but 20, and a completed game gets a bonus of not £50 but 100. And so we play on, and the first person to pick a star is Kathy.
Kim Hartman, please.
Kim Hartman. Kim. Welcome indeed, Helga. Helga from Hello, Hello.
Hello, Bob.
You look so different. Doesn't Kim look different from the way she looks as Helga, ladies and gentlemen? So different. You've got your hair down, you look so pretty and so lovely. Do you find, dressed as you are, you get recognised in the street even so?
Well, surprisingly enough, I do, yes. Bob.
Yeah, I think it's that goose step that's a dead giveaway, you know. Going into the newsagents and saying, let me see your papers. I have a German question for you, Kim. What would a German do with his doodle sack? What would he do with his doodle sack? I'll give you a choice. Would he eat it or play it?
Well, either way, I think you should wash it first, don't you? A dirty doodle sack can be most distressing. Well, I think you might blow it.
I agree.
Well, they're bagpipes, so you're right to agree. North gets the square, and you win £20.
Ken Morley, please.
Ken Morley, to the middle we come again. Ken, under normal circumstances, can you get food poisoning from berries?
Not even Sainsbury's. Just one from Better Buys that. Bobby.
Well, he says no, you can't. You're saying no?
I say no.
He says no, you can't get food poisoning from berries.
I disagree.
You cannot get food poisoning. You can get poisoning, but it's not called food poisoning because the berries are not proper food. So you're wrong, and Nort gets the square. No money is won on that square. I can imagine where you're going next.
Ross, please.
Yes, Kathy, to Ross King. Ross, this is for a winning line across the middle of the board. A clepsydra was an old type of clock. But, Ross, was it powered by sand, water, or hamsters?
I think this was one of the old clocks that was circular, like a hamster's wheel, and the hamster used to run right round it. There was a little bit used to stick out, and at the third stroke, the hamster used to go, So I think it was a hamster.
Run by a hamster and a wheel.
I disagree.
You disagree, Kathy? It was a water clock. It didn't catch on. The hamsters kept drowning. So you're absolutely right to disagree. You've won this round of the game. You get £20 and you get a £100 bonus. That brings you to a spectacular £240, as well as your holiday at a castle in Ireland. Right now we come to round 4. We are going to redouble the dough. Yes, folks, we are. Now every square is worth £40, and a completed game is worth 200. And the first chance to pick a star goes to you, Paul.
Dave Lee.
Dave Lee, soccer clubs. Is it Charlton or Luton who are nicknamed the Hatters?
Charlton or Luton? I think you have to be Mads Hatter to watch either, really, wouldn't you?
Careful, Kathy comes from Charlton.
Come on, you Spurs. I think you know this one, Kathy, comes from Charlton. I think it's Luton.
I agree.
Yes, it's a Luton team. You're right. Your cross gets the square. And you get £40 to add to your 100. Here it comes. You're now 140 with 240 playing 140. Pick a star.
Floella, please.
Floella Benjamin in 1868, Floella. The first ones in Britain were installed near Parliament Square for the convenience of members of Parliament. What were they? Traffic lights or public toilets?
Now, MPs, they like red lights, don't they?
Oh,
so...
Naughty flower petal.
I think it must be traffic lights.
I agree.
Traffic lights it is, yes. Nort gets the square. Another £40 brings you to £280.
Ruth Maddock.
Ruth Maddock. Ah, that little hooter tells me that we have to move fast. We've only got 60 seconds left to play. Ruth, which of Shakespeare's characters has the most lines of dialogue? Hamlet or Richard III?
Oh, I think it must be Hamlet.
I agree.
You're right to agree. Cross gets the square, another £40.
Ken, please.
Ken.
Morley. Yeah.
Ken, which island is larger, Iceland or Ireland?
Ireland, I would say.
Ireland is larger.
I agree.
You're wrong to agree. Cross cannot get the square. If you want to cross in Ken Morley Square, you must do it yourself.
Yes, please, Ken.
Yes, Ken. Who was older when they won an acting Oscar, George Burns or Jessica Tandy?
I would think George Burns.
I'll agree.
You're wrong to agree. Your opponent's Nort goes in. There was Jessica Tandy by 5 months. They were both 80 when they won their respective Oscars. Where's the next Nort going?
Ted, please.
Yes, Ted.
Yeah.
This is for a winning line. In 1965, the space mission to launch the first French satellite was named after a fictional character. Was it Asterix or D'Artagnan?
Asterix.
Asterix.
I agree.
You've just won this game for a £200 bonus. Oh, well done, Kathy. What a beautifully played game. You did very well indeed, Paul. Our stars twinkled beautifully for you, and you managed to win £180. I congratulate you. Big congratulations have got to go to you. You've got your castle in Ireland to visit, and you've got £520, and you've got a chance to name 9 of a kind now, and if you do, you'll get the pick of these magnificent motors.
Sporty 1.3 fuel injection Mini in British Racing Green. A superb Saturn Black 1.3 4x4 Sports. A stylish Cabriolet in Pacific Blue. An elegant 1600cc saloon in Ocean Blue. And this sleek 2-litre Flame Red Coupe.
Make yourself very comfortable there. You feeling okay? Got it together? All right. Every star has a car. Look at all those cars up there, Kathy. The stars' names have been taken out. You can see the 4x4 Sports, the Coupe. You can see the Cabriolet and the Saloon. You can see the Mini. We want you to name 9 of a kind. As you give me each of your answers, please wait just for a beat so that I can say yes to confirm, verify that your answer is correct. If I say no, don't worry. Wrong answers don't count against you. Okay. You've got to do it in 30 seconds. You remember, we have to light up each of those squares with each of your answers, and we want 9 squares lit. Black out the frame, please. Here's the question. There are 39 European capital cities. 39. I want you to name 9 of them. Good luck, Kathy. Your 30 seconds begin now.
London?
Yes.
Paris?
Yes.
Amsterdam?
Yes.
Luxembourg?
Yes.
Rome?
Yes.
Bern? Bâle?
Yes. Yes. No, not Bâle.
Munich? Berlin?
Munich is not... Yes, Berlin, yes.
Austria?
Austria is not a capital city.
Warsaw? Krakow?
Yes. Not Krakow.
Madrid!
Oh, Kathy, I'm so sorry. You just went outside the 30 seconds with Madrid. And I was willing you, everyone was wanting you to say Athens and Copenhagen and Prague and Stockholm and Vienna and some of the more obscure ones like Tallinn. Never heard of that one of you. However, you've done tremendously well. As you know, your score is £520. Don't you think she did so well to get one of... how about doubling? Celebrity, let's double it to £1,040 for Kathy. How's that?
Thank you.
Right back to Wayne and Dave and Floella and Kim and Ken and Ross and Ted and Ruth and Duncan. Thank you for being with us. Join us this week and every week on the new Celebrity Square.
We cross live once again to the lovely Jane and the equally attractive James to play the famous Fives in Glory Ball next. Then after that, classic Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.